I quit my office job to become a freelance travel advisor and about doubled my income.
Asking for a friend, how much were you making at your office job?
I was working for a marketing agency and I was making $35,000 a year. Growing up, my mom was a flight attendant, so we got to travel all over the world. And when I got into an office job that only had 10 vacation days a year, I realized that it wasn't quite for me. I was really passionate about the travel industry and I knew there was a ton of income growth there.
And were you scared to quit?
Terrified.
And how much money are you making now?
I made $60,000 this year in commissions from trips that I sold.
How did you prepare to quit your job?
I saved about $17,000 to hold me over while I built my client base.
And what did you do to save money?
At first, I lived with my parents, so I was able to save a lot of money that way. But then I moved in with some friends where my rent was $750 a month, and I had to really cut back on my expenses. I created a budget spreadsheet, and I also used an app to track my spending. I budgeted $120 on groceries and really cut back on spending money on clothes. My cell phone bill was on a family plan, so it was just much easier and cheaper for me to pay my parents for that bill. In my first year, I only made $12K, and I was draining through my savings. As a travel advisor, you often don't get paid until 30 to 60 days after your clients return from their trip. The 20th of every month, I'm like, when is the check gonna come?
So how did you pay your bills?
I had a freelance job that brought in about $800 a month, and then I had some odd jobs like transcripting and babysitting that brought in around $100 a month. Now that I work from home, I only spend about $75 a month on gas, whereas at my office job, I could be spending up to $150. In Atlanta, we just sit in traffic and we burn through gas.
How did you find clients?
I networked. I had a ton of friends who were getting married, so I asked to plan their honeymoons. I built a website, which cost around $300. Social media really helped me get clients all across the country by sharing my travel photos, using hashtags. Also, it's free.
So do you get to travel a lot?
I get to travel all the time. Tours and hotels will offer us complimentary or discounted stays so we can become an expert in that destination, and in turn, we bring them a lot of business.
So how do you manage all that new income?
I have an account for income, savings, and business. I save a third of each paycheck for taxes. Taxes don't get taken out of my paycheck. After all of my bills are paid, I put about $500 into my account for savings each month.
Are you proud of yourself?
I'm beyond proud of myself. I can't even believe what I've accomplished. I was really bad at sales before I jumped into this, but it was my passion. Send the email, make the phone call, take the 5 seconds of insane courage to do something that might not be in your wheelhouse, and it'll pay off.